Wow, this thing is big. All right, everybody. So as you can see, we have our very first glider. This thing is huge, so we decided to go big or go home. So this is the Volantex Phoenix 2400. So that means it's 2.4 meters. I think it works out to about, I think it was 96 inches. So actually about exactly 8 feet. It's huge. This thing gets really great reviews. We got it from Hobby King. This is one of the most popular kind of foamy, just huge wingspan gliders. We paid 150 bucks for it, so it's extremely
affordable.
Yeah, I didn't want to say cheap, but sometimes I don't like using the word cheap because it kind of relates to the quality of it. But it's the exact opposite. This thing actually, it feels very high quality. Some of the hardware was kind of cheap, but the plane itself is super nice. We love it. Something unique to this plane and the Phoenix and Volantex line is the fuselage. It's actually ABS. So the whole fuselage is hard plastic. It's not like foam like you see a lot. So the wings and the tail feathers are foam, but the whole fuselage is hard ABS. So really cool, I thought. So it makes it really tough and rigid. Got a little single wheel on the bottom for landing, obviously. Just a hand launch like most gliders, and a foldable prop. We have a 3S 2200 in there. We had to add some ballast in the nose. The 3S 2200 did not balance it out, so I'm probably gonna just get a bigger battery rather than adding dead weight. But we do have some dead weight in there for this flight just to get it to balance out. And I don't have any crazy glider setup going on. I do have the flaps set up. I just basically got it set up as a normal 4-channel plane. I don't have any crow or camber or reflex or anything set up. I think I'm gonna do that in the future, but I need some help setting it up. So I gotta talk to one of the, somebody that knows what they're doing before I attempt to do all that. But like I said, we do got the flaps and the ailerons, all that normal stuff. We got the brake set on the ESC. So that's another thing you gotta do with gliders. So you'll set the brake so the prop folds back. And we have the CG set at the recommended factory marks, and then we might move it back a little bit to try to get it to maybe catch a little thermals here. So we got it set right at 70 millimeters, right where the factory recommends. But yeah, we got it all bound up, the controls checked out. Let's give this thing a toss. We got a little light wind down the runway, so it should be a perfect day for a glider. Beautiful day out here at the Kingman Golden Eagles. Let's give it a go.
Look at that.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah.
Put the brake on. All right, well.
I'll try not to.
I am going to throw it left-handed, so I'm right on the controls.
Oh boy. Whoa.
She's up. I can lower that throttle, I can tell you that. All right, we're kind of, let's bring it back around here.
5 minutes.
All right, let's cut the throttle, and so we're throttle off here, guys. Let's see if we can, it's literally just staying up there, which it's a glider, so that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay, let me back up.
I'll circle it around here.
There we go.
So I'm in the downwind. Yeah, throttle is off. I mean, it's just gliding. It's doing what it's designed to do. This thing is cool. A little bit of a headwind. I mean, it just stays up there. Come around. I do have aileron differential to counteract some of that adverse yaw. Man, this thing flying nice. I haven't had to give it any throttle yet.
So now you're just gliding?
Yeah.
Wow.
No flaps either. I don't have the flaps on. I mean, look at this thing. This is our first glider, guys.
Wow.
Little throttle here. Let's get it back up there. I don't feel like hand launching it again. But this is kind of, you know, what you do with the glider. So you use the engine, or the motor, I should say. You use the motor to get back up to altitude. And you glide down. So it's just some really relaxing flying. So let's get a little higher up. There we go. All right, gliding. Let's do kind of a low pass down the runway in glide mode here. So Mary can maybe catch something for you guys.
I actually got quite a bit of it.
So let's get into the downwind. A little elevator to keep her level. Coming back around.
Very nice.
Oh, this thing's fun. It's very responsive. So you just give it a little throttle. I'm not even giving it full throttle and it just goes right back up. I'm at a little over half a throttle right now. You can see it's just wanting to go. And I've got my timer set till it only activates when the throttle is up. So it's only keeping track of throttle time, not flight time. That's, you know, how I always set my planes. All right, back up, throttle off. Give it a little throttle here, come back around. So I do want to try my flap mix here, see if I get a balloon up.
Flaps down.
Oh, that's pretty good. So I got flaps mid position right here. I got a 20% elevator mix. So that'll slow it down. I'm only half flaps right here. Let's go full flaps right here, guys. You can see it definitely started descending. Oh, look at that. It just slows down. Wow. Let's get back up. So flaps are off. This thing's really fun. So, not super exciting like a lot of the planes we do, but
Oops, I just lost
you know,
it again.
I think it's exciting because it's just big, and I like these big planes, you know.
Yeah, there we are.
Kick a rudder in, come around. I still haven't added any throttle on that pass. No throttle yet. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. Definitely easy to see.
3 minutes.
What do you think, Mary? You like it?
Yeah, it's easy to follow too. I just gotta zoom in a little bit to catch it, but.
So I know you guys a lot of you guys gonna want to do a high-speed pass. Let's see what she's got for high speed. That's
it.
That's high speed upwind though, but that's, you know, not what gliders are for. But I had to get that out of the way for you guys. There, throttle's off again. Let's kick it around. Whee! I like doing these low, slow, like real close, kind of. Kick it around, little rudder, aft. Keep it level. I got a little throttle to make this corner.
Are you gonna land it?
No.
Oh.
Just trying to get some low, slow stuff for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, this thing's gonna be absolute gravy to land. Let's get back up to altitude
2
here.
minutes.
So she's wanting to go up.
Is that the wind
Yeah,
pushing her up?
but you know, let's give it some throttle and I think it's flying really good. Now let's practice a landing here, and then I'll launch it back up with the remaining battery. So I cut the throttle cut again. See if we can get it. Do a
Flaps
half flap
down.
landing here, try to get it slowed down a little. Maybe we can get it down in front of Mary. So it does have that single wheel on the bottom. It just doesn't want to come down.
All the way down there. Wow.
There we go.
Really nice.
Engine off.
Let me go grab it and I'll throw it up again. I think we got about a minute of battery left. It just doesn't want to come down.
Yeah, you flew for quite a bit on that battery too.
All right, guys, I went and grabbed it. So I got about a minute and a half left on the same battery. I'm gonna toss it back up again.
Armed.
We'll finish this pack out, and I think that'll be a wrap. This thing flies great. Here we go. Super easy to launch. I mean, it's practically flying already when it's in your hand, especially with a little headwind.
Flaps down.
Full flaps. She just wants to
1
sit
minute.
there. Look at that. Full flaps with a headwind. It's practically not going anywhere.
Flaps.
All right, flaps off, so I gotta give it a little throttle there. Wow, did you see that?
Yeah.
Hey, let's try to get it like maybe closer to the runway and do that. Like right in front of the camera.
Thirty seconds. Flaps down. Twenty seconds.
All right, guys, we got full flaps, headwind. I'm gonna try to get it kind of just sitting in the sun, sitting in the wind here by Mary.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
He's just floating.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So I got pretty slow.
Laps.
I didn't want
Yeah.
to stuff it in the dirt, so.
Up.
All right, let me come around for one more landing and we'll call it a wrap here. This thing is actually a lot of fun, but any airplane's fun, right?
Yeah. Even in the wind.
All right, half flaps for landing.
Flaps down.
Well, the wind is kind of what makes it fun.
For you, maybe.
Let's try not to be in the dirt. There we go, Matt.
Look at it. Wow. So
Little
gentle.
rudder.
Jeez.
Flaps up.
Oh, man.
Engine off.
This thing is cool. What do you think, Mary?
Oh, it's awesome.
I like it a lot. It's our first glider, so I'm kind of acting like a little kid here. Let me go grab it.
Okay.
All right, well, let's head over to the bench here. I'm gonna tell you what we think of this. So yeah, I really like it. As you can see, it's absolutely massive. Yeah, for the money, you can't beat it. Flies amazing. It went together great. There was a couple issues we had. One of the clevises are kind of, they seemed a little cheap. One of them broke on us. Luckily I had some extras. But other than that, I didn't have any issues building it. Mary, do you think of any issues when we were building it?
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy, pretty simple.
The wings actually clip on, so it's real easy to transport. There's actually no screws or anything. It's these really heavy duty clips. So you just put the spars in and it clips. So literally it's toolless to take it apart and put in your car. Really cool, I like that a lot. Obviously folding propeller. This just clips on and off the little canopy. But other than that, guys, you do gotta put all the decals on.
That was the most fun part about it.
Some people don't like putting on decals. It's kind of stressful because they are big decals. So you're holding, decals like this long, and if it touches itself, you're done. So some people get a little stressed out, but you do got to do the decals. Ours came out pretty good. Mary made me take our time.
Yeah.
But I think this thing looks it's so cool. Just the sheer size of this thing. I mean, just to show you one more time, guys. I mean, this is
Let me back up here.
I mean, this is insane. So the wingtip's on the ground by my boots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool. And that's also what makes it fly so good. When with a little headwind like this, little throttle, and it's flying before it's out of your hand. So super easy. I don't got much else to say about it. It's my first glider, so I don't know much about just gliders and like camber and reflex and crow and all that. We didn't set any of that up, but it just flies great just with a normal 4-channel setup. So I don't have anything else to say about it. We will link it because Hobby King has them. $150, can't go wrong. Real relaxing way to spend an afternoon or a morning or whatever. Catch some thermals or just kind of play in the wind. And yeah, I don't know. Mary, you got anything else to add?
No, it was a lot of fun to put together, and it seemed like it was just flying so smoothly.
It does.
Just nice, gentle and stuff.
Yeah, it's a big, gentle bird. Big, gentle phoenix. It rises again. All right, guys, we're going to link it. Got any questions or comments, put them in the comment section like always. Like, comment, subscribe if you have any suggestions or what we could do with it, or maybe you got a tip on how to do crow or something. But I got to do the mixing. But anyway, thanks again, guys. We got our Instagram link up there. Try to follow that, and Mary's trying to respond on there a little more. So anyway, thanks again, everybody.